Hello. I feel like I haven't seen this
Hello, hello.
this our little stream screen in months, and I was
Yeah,
actually
it's
just
been too
checking
long.
I was checking the last time we had an episode. Even I think that was what May 28th, and we didn't do a live. We just did like a podcast because I don't think we just had the time to, like, none of us could figure out schedules given how crazy the last year has been. But we are back somehow, like we have been resurrected from the dead. I think made an active decision not to do anything during what I very lovingly term as silly season in the transfer window, where there are a ton of rumors and there's like a bunch of nonsense being thrown down here and there and everywhere. So, but now with like the season starting tomorrow, this is a fair idea of how clubs are doing their business, and United are still being jokers, which we'll get to in like a hot minute with regards to transfers. So what I thought we'd do in today's episode is I think we'll start off with like our favorite contenders for the top four. Then we do our relegation, and then we do eventual title winners. Or rather, we could bookend the conversation of the top four with the title winners, because that anyway ties in. So we could do top four title winners as well as, and then relegation, and then we can preview the games coming up tomorrow, and some of the transfer business and anything that's been dropping within the last few hours. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, sounds good.
Good idea.
Plan it is. Okay. Let us begin, my friends, with a quick look at uh, at the top four race. Now, to kick this
Should
conversation off, is everything good, Akshay?
should I share the screen so that we can show
Yeah,
everybody what we're typing?
yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do that. So, with regards to I don't know if my camera's being weird, but okay, I guess whatever. But with regards to the top four race, let us begin. Akshay, do you want to kick us off with your predictions, dude? Like, where do you see what team finishing where?
By the way, you
Uh,
guys owe me for like last year's prediction league.
Oh, we do? Oh, yeah, shit. Fine. We'll take him for dinner, dude.
yeah, done.
Done. This weekend, we take him for dinner.
Supposed to be three individual dinners.
You want to have three individual dinners? We're more than happy to. Like,
Yes,
we can
yes.
also, unless you
Done.
have the time for three individual dinners, then we'll make it happen.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
figure it
figure it
out.
out. Cool. All right.
We'll figure
All
it
right.
out. I'm still waiting for my Euro dinner from my
What happened to
prediction.
my golden glove, guys? Okay, never mind. This is a year-old conversation that I'm having. I feel in the same spot. I'm getting like a deja vu here. So, Akshay, my good friend,
Yes, sir.
let us kickstart off with your top four predictions. Now, you've seen the transfer business taking place in the
Yeah.
recent window. Who do you have finishing fourth? Who do you have finishing third and second, and then first?
It's gonna be tricky. Third and fourth is tricky. I know my top two choices, City and Liverpool, but three and
Okay.
four is sort of a gray area for me right now.
Yeah.
But just
I know United's for sure not in top four for the season coming up, given their
that's a
ship.
bigger conversation to have that I think we'll get to when we
Yeah,
discuss the Europa spots. But right now,
but
I think
Spurs are
you
looking
have.
strong. Spurs are looking
For
strong to
sure.
finish top four, and
Yeah.
maybe we'll have Arsenal finishing at their consistent fourth position as well. So
It's
let's.
not
So I
consistent
think
now, is it? They haven't been fourth in
over
years.
the last over like maybe 5-7 years ago.
Yeah,
No,
possibly.
not even then.
I think they haven't finished fourth since what,
Just a second, guys.
2016.
I'm muting myself and.
No worries. Akshay has alarm problems. But sorry, what you were saying.
Yeah, I don't think they finished fourth in like a decade.
Yeah, actually,
Almost.
I think 2015, I think, was the last time they finished fourth.
They
No, when
literally
did
fired Wenger because they were like barely finishing fourth. Like,
No, I think 2016, I think, was the last time, because I think that was the year Spurs finished third in a two-horse race. Because that was the year they lost to Leicester, right, the title, and then they just kind of threw it all away.
Yeah.
So 2016, I think, was the last time. But if we were to, yeah, actually, I still don't know your top four, dude. Okay, you have City, no, City, Liverpool, or what? Um,
This is in. Oh, sorry. This
oh, okay,
was.
no worries. You
Yeah.
have City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. City,
Go
Liverpool,
ahead.
City, and Arsenal.
Leicester City, dude.
For those of you listening to this on
Yeah.
audio, if this does eventually make it to audio, Akshay has just like typed City twice. Okay, why do you think City are winning it, dude? Like, what is, and where do you think Liverpool are failing?
Transfers. I think.
Why? What?
I think City have Haaland. I think he's their main man this season, and I think they have a good squad rotation as well. Where Liverpool are lacking. Jota is injured for the next 4 to 5 months, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, really? He's out for that long?
Yeah, or at least 3 months for sure. The first 3 months. So I think he's. So I think the squad rotation will come into play eventually for City, where they're quite strong.
and this year has 5 subs. So
Oh yeah. Uh, Pep's Avengers will keep coming off the bench.
but it's actually Klopp that wanted 5 subs, and I think Liverpool can actually benefit a lot more from 5 subs than City actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really interested to see Liverpool this year, because to me, Mane was a huge part of the way they operated, because like he
Yeah.
was up and down that wing consistently. Like, I think he's one of the earlier pieces that Klopp put together, much before even Salah came through, right? And his absence, I don't know much of Darwin Nunez, um, and I mean, I know that I've been seeing the field compilations that they've been making of him and Haaland over the last 3 weeks. He's a lot of things, but I don't think he's a Mane. So it's going to be very interesting to see Liverpool cope with the absence of Sadio Mane.
Yeah, I think Mane was a reliable prem, like world beater forward. Um, but having said that, I saw a lot of the videos of the preseason, and you can tell they've made Salah change his game to suit Nunes, and
Mm-hmm.
basically there is so much firepower in that Liverpool forward line. I mean, Jota will come back. Nunes is there, Salah is there. If nobody else, Firmino is there. Like,
They
And
have
if
quite
and
a
if
few
he's also
players.
not there, they have
yeah, they
Origi,
have Origi. Yeah, so like,
who's
No, Origi's gone. What are you guys saying?
Oh, he's
Origi
gone.
left.
Okay.
Yeah, he left on a transfer this summer.
I mean, okay, so you have Luis Diaz.
Yeah, who's only going to get better, in my opinion. And I think this is where
Luis Diaz is young as hell, right? He must be like 22 or something like that.
no, he's 24. I think he is. Yeah, so he's the
No,
right
25.
age for
Sorry, he's
them.
25. Yeah. So,
He's
um,
25. Just check.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
so like, they have so much firepower in front, and they've also made Salah change his game to suit these new forwards in their system. Uh, but the other thing is that it's an experiment. You don't know whether it'll work or not yet. It hasn't been.
So I was just about to say, right, like, you don't know yet, but then you look back at the City team, and I think we'll get to my top four. I think City and Liverpool. This is my wild card, like my out there prediction. City and Liverpool will either finish first or third, one of two, because I look at it. It all depends on how quickly their new signings adapt. Because Liverpool are an aging squad. I think last season being so close and then losing the title kind of stings a little, and I assume that's the
Yeah.
motivation that will drive them on this season. And you saw their performance against City in the Community Shield, right? But then that's City have always under Pep, they keep losing Community Shields because they're never fully prepared. They start off very slow, but by November they've kicked into full gear and they start amassing points at an insane rate. But the one thing is that I see this time, especially with Liverpool, is Darwin Nunez's ability to adapt to the Premier League. Traditionally, if you look over the last few years, uh, Portuguese players coming in from the Portuguese league, rather just players coming in from the Portuguese league, tend to adapt a lot more quicker to the Premier League than, let's say, people coming into from the Bundesliga. Like the Bundesliga, I
Yeah.
think has the slowest rate of adaptability when it comes to players who make that move. You can only look at Mkhitaryan. I think Aubameyang is the one exception. He came in and just started scoring goals off the bat. Aubameyang, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Jadon
Sane.
Sancho. Sane also, I don't think had a great first season. That second season is when he picked off. But then that's a Pep thing. I don't
It's
even
a
know if
Pep
it's a
thing,
Bundes.
right?
Yeah, it's a more of
Yeah.
a Pep thing. Yeah.
So now you're combining the Bundesliga and the more of a Pep thing with Haaland. Now I always liken Haaland to like a stallion. Like you need to let that guy run free. Like that's where he's at his most powerful. In a Pep system, he's going to be obviously like um, tied down, and I don't quite know how he's going to adapt to that. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of Haaland we get, because I don't. He's not the kind of player who is that pressing forward. He's more. He is the traditional fox in the box, big dude who can who's got that sharp burst of pace, is good in the air, I think. And it's going to be interesting to see how Pep molds him. I'm also expecting a big season from Jack Grealish this year, because Grealish was talking about this in a preseason game about how last season he didn't have a striker to put the balls into the box for, which is why he never went down the line. This season he's going to keep going down the line and keep whipping those balls in, and we're going to see Haaland probably convert. So
But
yeah,
just
it's
to add,
confusing.
just to add, we also have to see how the World Cup will change everybody's game after Christmas.
But I don't think
For sure.
Norway are there, right, in the World Cup.
Yeah, Norway aren't there and Egypt
Yeah.
aren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's not there. Egypt's not there.
that answers the debate over there.
Yeah. So again,
It's-
once again, I'm
it's-
very
it's gonna be
confused.
tight. It's going to be tight.
I'm very confused because Salah and Haaland will be chilling and in England while the rest of the world is taking part in a bizarre Winter World Cup. I never understand it, but winter.
Winter in quotes for those who are.
And it's so
in-
expensive.
on-
Have you seen any? Have you seen the rates at what hotels are being hotels are
Crazy. It's
pricing
not even
hotels at?
available. It's not even available.
They completely sold out. Like, there's a ballot
Yeah.
system, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think Sid
Mhm.
Sid had more information on this. Sid was more clued in than I will ever be, probably.
Was Colombia in the World Cup by any chance?
I am not quite sure, dude. My knowledge on international football is not
Yeah,
as.
because of Luis Diaz for Liverpool. So I'm just trying to see
Oh, but
who are going to go and who are not. But that we'll get to.
yeah.
in
But a
later.
quick shout out to England for winning a major tournament.
Yeah.
It's
The
finally
Lionesses.
somehow.
Yeah. Oh, dude, did you see Ella Toon's chip? It was gorgeous.
beautiful.
What a chip.
Beautiful.
What a chip. And also the pass. I don't know who makes the pass. I'm sorry, but Ella Toon, that chip is like, it was like butter where she just dinks
Chef's
over the
kiss.
keeper. Yeah.
But I felt like the second goal was not. The second goal was the
because-
crappiest.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
It was a goal to win a World Cup final.
Championship winning kind of goal, whatever. But
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
pretty scrappy. But that first goal was like that chef's kiss. Like, oh my god, what a goal!
Oof. Oh, what a goal. And so who knows, maybe the men's will get some sort of inspiration. I highly doubt it.
They better, but yeah, very doubtful.
I feel like this puts more pressure on them to like bring it home.
Yeah, I don't even know that. Like, I no idea what that's going to be like. But anyway, back to the Prem. For my predictions this season, I think I think Liverpool are going to come first. I think they're going to win the league this year. As much as it pains me to say, they will hit title number 20. I have Spurs in second. And I'll tell you why. Because of two reasons rather. Because of the transfer window they've had. I think they've had the best
Cosmo
window.
Kramer asks, do you think Liverpool keep up with the intensity throughout the season of City?
I don't know. I think City will be the ones adapting. Because the focal point, they've lost quite a few players if you think about it. Sterling is gone, Jesus is
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
I think Julian Alvarez
What
is.
happens if Haaland gets injured, and he will get injured? But what
Then
happens
they'll
then?
then they'll switch that back to they'll put Foden back in the false nine and then they'll just go about their business.
Yeah, they'll do pep things.
I think a lot
They'll
of
do
it
pep
is
things.
depend.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it is dependent on. I have no idea how I'm saying this again. Bernardo Silva going to Barcelona. I, for the love of me, I have no idea how they're still affording to put players. But I think there's been a recent development about how La Liga has noted that even if they pull the fourth economic lever that they've got, there'll still be 100 million short, and so they won't be able to register 3 to 4 players. So they have to sell.
Which is Frankie de Jong.
Oh, we'll get to that saga very very soon, guys.
And,
I
Um,
don't think we should even get to that saga.
what, the Frankie De Jong saga?
Yeah.
No, we'll get to that. That is specifically for the United part of this episode. But let's quickly talk about why I
So
think
third you have
Spurs are.
City.
I have City third, and I think Antonio Conte is going to ruffle some feathers in the Premier League this year. I would have any other team that had the window that Spurs have had, and any other team that had the two strikers that Spurs have, I would have said title contenders. But because it's Spurs, I need to caveat that with, you know, they probably won't like contend for the title. But if you look at how they've added, they've got Ivan Perisic, right? Who we all have in our FPL squads. Uh, at 34, 33, he's barely played preseason, came back against Roma and had one of the best games he's had in a while. They've got
Yeah.
Bissouma for a steal for 25 million. I mean, I'm not quite sure why Brighton sold him for that low, because Brighton are notorious for extracting cash
Brighton
out
weren't
of
bright at
their.
all. Bright
They,
off.
no, I think there's more to it, more to do with that court case is involved in,
Yeah.
probably why. Um, but Bissouma, they've got Richarlison, they've got Jet Spence, who I don't think is a Conte player, but is kind of is good backup. I think Lucas Moura is now going into the Victor Moses position from Chelsea all those years ago. So you don't quite know what version of Spurs are going to turn up, and if Conte is able to overpower a a century old curse that has plagued that team for so long. And bringing up the rear in fourth, I have Arsenal. And once again, I'm basing this purely on the windows because I would have, like, it's very odd to see a window like two top four predictions without Chelsea in them. And we'll get to why Chelsea and United are where they are. But Arsenal also have had a great window. I think they're the highest spenders this season, and they
No, I
look
think Spurs.
very.
I think Spurs have been higher.
Spurs have bought more, but have bought economically. Arsenal have spent
Okay.
more, so they're one of the highest spenders. Now, with regards to Arsenal, I the way they took apart Chelsea in that preseason was kind of insane, and you like they look like a cohesive unit. I look at Arsenal and think, okay, this team has its ideas in the right place. So
Yeah.
it remains to be seen if they don't out Arsenal themselves for the rest of the season.
It's
I
all or
know.
nothing for them.
I know we said that you'd Kulusevski, like Cosmo definitely
Yeah.
is right. Kulusevski is a player I would most certainly watch out for. I
he's a
think,
CDM, huh?
Yeah, he's a winger come like center attacking midfielder, and we haven't
Yeah.
like he
He played
was
he played
so
winger for most of last season.
Oh,
he was on fire, dude. That good game
Yeah,
against Norwich.
especially towards the end of the season. Oof.
Yeah, he came in, got on like a house on fire.
Yeah,
So in terms of yeah, that's my top four. That's my reasons for whoever finishes where they are. Though it's, but what have you got?
I think I would also say City, Liverpool. Third and fourth is always City, Liverpool. I'll go with Spurs and then Chelsea.
Oh, interesting. I want to know reasons why.
City, Liverpool, pretty obvious.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Uh, I just think that Conte will make it happen for third. Like he, I think this is that one season where he'll squeeze every ounce or every little bit of goals and matches and points
Mm-hmm.
out. And Chelsea just never underestimate a Chelsea team in crisis. Like,
That's also very no. The thing is, you never underestimate a team in crisis, but at the same time, whenever you underestimate those teams, you get players who are just going through like bouts. I don't know who your forward is. Like, who's your like you Werner? I know Leipzig are actively trying to get back. Uh,
yeah, so we might get FDJ. That is also
hmm.
another thing.
Yeah,
Or
that's the
But
whole.
you don't need another midfielder. You need a striker.
yeah, that's what we need at striker. Or um, who was the other one we're trying for?
Hey, you know what? I actually think I know a striker that will perfectly suit your system.
No, no need.
He wants to play Champions League football. He's one of the greatest players of all time. He
The king
desperately,
of football.
the king will want
As
to
much
replace
as
you.
he's a king on the pitch, he's like a 5-year-old off the pitch, dude. So I don't want.
I think that's the reason. Yeah, it's just. But I feel that if Chelsea don't get off to a good start, Boli will go for him at the end, towards the end of the window. Oh yeah, Cosmo mentioned this. Aubameyang is become is suddenly your big
Yeah, yeah.
transfer target.
Oba has been offered from
Yeah, I think they have to pay off somehow the fees for Lewandowski. So
That's insane. He's
Oh, they
been there
just need
like
money to
6
even
months.
register players, dude. Forget like payoff Lewandowski.
No, Rafinha was on 60K at Leeds, went to Barcelona, and now he's on 35. I don't get
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Like I
I don't
really don't
understand.
get it. I don't understand
I
what
guess
happened
I
there.
guess
I
he
mean,
just wanted.
I
I
would
just
take
he
that if I
wanted the
was playing
Barcelona.
for. Yeah, I would take that if you're going from Leeds to Barcelona. That's a huge jump, dude.
But that's like a 30,000
Yeah,
pound slash
that
euro
it's
drop.
temporary, right? So if you go from Barca, then even if you go to like a mid-table club, you'll get some 100K, dude. Even if you go to like a
Not
Leicester after.
necessarily.
I think
Yeah,
all
even
it
if you.
really is.
I beg to differ because it also depends on like how he plays at Barcelona.
Yeah, I was just about to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
that point.
of course. As the
Yeah,
Ricky leaks have shown, or Ricky Puig leaks have shown
Mhm.
that uh, he's going to from La Liga to La Galaxy. So
Yeah. I don't get it, dude. That guy, Ricky Puig is like what, some 22 years old?
yeah, so he was supposed slated to be the next big thing,
Yeah. They
and
were calling him the next club captain, and suddenly he's gone.
and that guy
yeah.
benched him. The last coach before Zavi, what's his name?
Koeman.
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 And then when they actually
Koeman.
made him play, he was just shit. So they sold him, and he also refused to go on loan twice, right?
Oh wow,
Uh,
really?
yeah, he refused to go. So that's the thing. Like, I think Marcelo also refused to go on loan twice or thrice, but it worked out for him.
Yeah.
Or even if you see the midfielder, Real Madrid midfielder, dude, Croatian.
I
Valverde,
think
Valverde or Modric.
Modric, right? In
Hmm.
Modric.
2010, they rated him the worst player ever, and they
Which
really
is,
wanted to
you
loan
know,
And
him
see
out.
where he is now. And see where
Yeah,
he
yeah,
they
is
which
really wanted for 2 seasons
10 years
in a row. They
later.
tried to loan him out. He rejected, and it worked out. It didn't work out for Ricky Puig.
he's the best midfielder in that league, dude. I mean, they won the
He's the
Champions
best
League
midfielder in
because
the
In
world,
the in
dude.
the world,
yeah,
not even
In
in
yeah,
the
the
world,
yeah.
league.
by a
Yeah.
huge chance, by a huge margin.
They were so good in that Champions League run-up. I had a blast
Crazy.
watching them.
Dude, last week
Uh,
I saw the Madrid game, dude. They're playing like some like well oiled like full flow, full grace, like some ice skating type of thing they're doing. And I was like,
uh,
these three Buddha have come and they're becoming full, like rejuvenated after that race.
uh, no, you don't quite know with I don't know. I think Madrid still might go for the league. I don't know what Barcelona are going to do. I've no
Dude,
faith in them. They've
Barcelona just to have cohesion of what is that, 8 new players or something.
Yeah, it's good. It's nuts.
Yeah,
Think
How do
about
you
it. They've got
they don't have preseason, dude? What, like there will be no coordination, nothing like.
it's kind of insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um, Now, if you were to go back and think about, let's say, now, like, let's avoid talking about Barcelona for a bit because it really gets my blood pressure going. Um, why do you putting Chelsea ahead of Arsenal?
Chelsea. So again, I think I can trust Tuchel to give us a top four.
Do you think he'll make it out of the season though? I have a very strong feeling that if he doesn't get his players,
No,
he's
no, no. I
gone.
think I think he will because this Todd Bowley guy looks like a. He's not an Abramovich. He's not a football nut.
Which is,
Okay,
I mean, we can see it in the transfer strategy. The transfer strategy is okay. On Football Manager, you get like the option
dude.
of you can
Abramovich by now would have bought some seven guys. It would have been like,
for
yeah,
sure. I think
you want 500 million? Here, take this one window, take it, go. Okay, this guy seems like patient. He's sustainable. He's like, I listen to the manager. So Todd Bowley actually has a He came on a podcast and he said, and this is not before he bought Chelsea. This is way back when with his US stuff. He was like, you need to let the people in charge be in charge and trust them and know that they have power. So he's not an Abramovich guy, which like if his scouts tell him, hey dude, you do this. I want this player, and Abramovich will be like, no, I like this other player, and he'll go and buy that other player.
but with Abramovich, if you more often than it worked out. Like when he went and bought those players, you look at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
team you had for the better part of like 15 years, dude. That was one of the best teams ever assembled.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
monsters, like and that's fully down to how Abramovich ran the club. I think currently you're looking at the way Chelsea's transfer strategy has been. I mean, it hasn't helped that Barcelona have poached at least three out of your four big transfer targets.
Dude, Barcelona don't have a scouting department. You can't pay for it. So there's like there's like every Chelsea meeting, there's like one guy sitting behind and he's like, yeah, dude, he's scouting today.
Like what?
Right.
Kunde, Rafinha, I think Dembele, they were promised, and then he signed. He slashed his wages and sat back and sat down
I
in
mean,
Barca
Dembele, I'm
itself.
kind of glad because uh, I'm
Injury
sure
record.
there's some betting website out there that's giving odds for which part of the season Dembulance will get injured. So, and you get there are odds, dude. So I'm sure about. Yeah. So I'm glad we didn't get Dembele. Um,
Oh well, I mean,
I think even like Sterling and stuff is I mean it's not great, but he's Premier League proven and all that. We just need someone to put the goals in, dude. The rest our wing backs will do. That's it.
Bring back FC.
Sterling is very
Full back
hot and
FC.
cold, dude. Like I feel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys. Speaking of fullback
Yeah,
FC, you are getting Mark Cucurella, no, from Brighton. I
yeah.
think
Is he
City walked
coming?
away
Or is he
from.
gonna?
Yeah, no, City walked away from the deal. I think Chelsea are far more advanced than anybody else has ever gone. I think they are, but I don't see why they're getting another left back in. Well, like, isn't Ben Chilwell going to play? What, I don't get the deal.
The
What's happening there?
problem is every time you have someone with like a Achilles and a hamstring together kind of injury, they never come back the same, dude. Like
Yeah,
when you look at Kaka or a bunch of 100 other players that they just never come back the same.
yeah.
So they're just giving an insurance kind of thing.
Hmm.
But didn't Brighton
Uh,
say that he is not signing for anybody this season, or nobody has
who?
approached him?
No,
Brighton.
that's a negotiation tactic. They're
Yeah,
still
that's a
going to.
negotiation tactic because they know Chelsea need defenders, and they
Yeah,
know at the last minute they can up the price.
like they know
Like,
Chelsea are in a desperate situation because
yeah,
none of their transfer targets
Yeah.
have been like. I mean, they've had an underwhelming window, but they
What's
haven't had the most underwhelming window yet. Now let's talk about. So you have Chelsea finishing fourth. I have
yeah.
Chelsea finishing fifth, and I have United finishing sixth. Akshay, where do you have Chelsea and United finishing?
probably that as well, fifth and sixth.
Yeah, and you have
Yeah.
those. You have Arsenal finishing fifth or United finishing fifth.
I think United finished fifth and Arsenal sixth.
I think United will get more points this year. I genuinely think they had 58 points last year, and I think the
And this,
worst
wow, yeah.
the worst game I have ever seen in my life was the Brighton whacking. Akshay had turned on the television for the first time in like some 4 months, and that was the first game he saw, and he and
Terrible. Terrible.
it was one of the
Terrible.
worst. I don't think we'll be that bad again,
I hope
but
not.
I look at the
Yeah,
window
but
and
I
I look
don't
at
think
the
Alonso leaves to Barca. I don't think they need another left back.
Alonso's going. Oh, that's what Cosmo said in the
Cosmos,
chat.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, I know Aspi is extending his contract, so there's that.
No, that Todd Bowley blocked his move because we don't have defense, dude. So he's like, you have to stay. That's
I
all.
mean, Koulibaly is a good signing, dude. I don't know. Everyone complained when Thiago Silva came through, and Thiago Silva bossed the defense for so long. But losing Rudiger and Christensen is going to take a bit of its toll.
Yeah,
But
Rudiger was like solid, like that weird, that
crazy dude, like he was. Yeah.
crazy dude. You need one crazy dude that riles up defenders and forwards and everybody.
Hmm.
It's also kind of hilarious to watch. Yeah, but we're gonna miss that crazy energy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now, with regards to United, what a window. So let's start off with the most insane transfer saga I've ever had to bear witness, and as a United fan, I've had to bear witness to several of them. The Frankie De Jong thing, like I have had something prepared when I was sitting in New York, which was start of June, even before I got COVID. Because that's when someone said, "Oh, Frankie De Jong is done." I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to make this and keep it." And I don't think it's ever going to see the light of day, uh,
Yeah.
because now Chelsea are in for him. I think Chelsea seem to be showing more initiative. The two morons United have sent to Barcelona, who've been there for the last 13 weeks, are completely shitting the bed. Yes, De Jong is like digging his heels because he is owed 17 million euros, which is a lot of money, which is more money I don't think than I think I'll ever earn in 2 lifetimes. So it's just insane that that Barcelona aren't paying him and they just keep signing more players. But it's also insane that United are still stuck in this, whereas they could be focusing on other transfer targets. Like Yuri Tielemans is sitting there for 25 million from Leicester this year, and United haven't gone anywhere near it. There are better, cheaper alternatives than the 75, 80 million euros that they're going to spunk on this dude. Even though Eric Ten Hag seems to love him, obviously, because he's one of his prodigies. It
Yeah.
just makes no sense to keep pursuing this deal, because I don't think he's going to leave. I think he's going to sit on the bench this season. They're playing him at centre back, and United really need to focus elsewhere. They got Lisandro Martinez, who isn't the most dominating of defenders, but he can play several roles. Christian Eriksen as a backup to Bruno is great. He's not going to start 38 games a season. Um, then Malaysia is a
Christian
child.
Eriksen actually gives me very Juan Mata vibes.
Yeah, very much so,
Yeah,
right? Like, but
yeah, you're right.
um, like he's going to come in and he can cross a ball, which is kind of insane. Because I haven't seen a single United um, player cross a ball into the box in God knows how long.
I can
Um,
name one.
who
Lindelof.
Lindelof
He
can cross
can,
the ball.
he can actually cross the ball.
Yeah, so even and Cosmo's also right about United need fullbacks because they've they just Tellez went to Sevilla this afternoon on loan. They have Luke Shaw there, they have Malacia there, and they have Wan Bissaka, who clearly is they're trying to sell, and they have Dallo, who's taken up the starting spot. And all four of them, I don't think any of them are the perfect fullbacks that Ten Hag needs for his system to work. They need a striker. They need a deep lying six so badly. I cannot believe we're starting another season with Fred and McTominay in midfield. Like it's just like everyone complained for months, and you saw it happen. You saw the team collapse with Fred and McTominay in midfield. Like McTominay seems to have regressed. He's somehow gotten worse over the last year. Fred was consistently our best player last year, but McTominay
Yeah,
is
yeah.
I don't know what has happened to him. So it's
I
kind
think
of nuts that
McTominay is more of a defender, if I'm not wrong. Centre back, more than
he
a
plays centre
midfielder.
back for Scotland because he doesn't get into the Scottish midfield. That should probably give us a fair idea of how good he is in midfield. Doesn't show for the ball. Like he's not very good at carrying it. He's a dominating dude. Can break up things. Can get into a scrap if needed. But United need more than that. They need somebody who can control the flow of play in midfield. Pogba wasn't that dude. Matic was
No.
that dude, but was too old to be that dude. Uh, and you don't know, right? Like you never know just when things are going, when these, what kind of performances these guys are going to turn up with. So the lack of a number six is scary. The lack of a striker, an out and out striker, they've gone after Benjamin Sheshko and they're being quoted 50 million because Salzburg are like, yeah, we know you have money and we know you're desperate, you fools. Leaving stuff like this so late into the window when they haven't had a preseason with the new manager is not exactly called backing the
Yeah.
manager. You have completely shat the bed, and with the whole Ragnick thing, which now seems like a completely pointless appointment, having him brought in only to like not heed a word to what he was saying. He came in and just said, I give zero shits about the people who are here. I am just going to like tear this place apart and I am going to bounce. Not only did they not keep him as a consultant, because then that would have come in handy, they're like they just pushed him out the door the first chance they got, leaving us with a horror show of a last season. And now they're, in order to correct it, they've done barely anything. Finishing sixth is probably the best United can do because from what I've seen of Ten Hag's early, like his early performances, there is a cohesive plan. Like there's tactical nous involved,
Yeah.
but that can only take you so far with the current batch of players that you have. Marcus Rashford is a lot of things. He is not a number nine. Anthony Martial is injured, so he is not starting this weekend, which means neither is Ronaldo, and that's probably going to mean Elanga plays up front.
Dude,
I,
like forgetting tactics and all that, dude. Like basic shit, dude. Like your manager has to answer why your players have left before the game ends, and discipline issues, and dude, that's basic shit, dude. That even like some fifth league, fifth division, some match, like every if they get subbed off, they'll go and they'll sit to watch the whole game. If you've been subbed off, the guy who got subbed down, he watched the whole game. You have to watch the whole game at least. Like that's part of being a team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget some dude. St. Joseph's Boys High School, like that's cool thing only. That's basic, dude. I don't understand how United doesn't get it.
I don't even know what to say about Van de Beek, dude. Like, there's a
Yeah.
question in the comments about Van de Beek. He has not looked good in preseason. He's not. I don't think he's going to be here very long. It's clearly evident that it's like he's not working in this league. It didn't work for him at Everton. It's not working for him at United. Maybe it's best for both parties if he did eventually move on. Um, with yeah, so there's not much else I want to say about United except that they're a shit show of the highest proportions. I really hope the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks of the window that are left, they prove me wrong. But until then, I don't see them finishing higher than sixth. And if things fall off the rails for Ten Hag, which eventually it will, they could finish as low as eighth itself. They have Europa this year, so I am waiting. Krishna Ronaldo, lace up your boots, boy. It's time to play Europa League. Okay, that's my rant on United done. I feel like I went on a. I'm so frustrated with United.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's the other funny thing I realized, that you guys complained so much about Fred, McTominay, had Maguire, is that, but nothing changed, dude. Like they're all there. They're all
Exactly. That's my point. The point is, did you not see the last season?
Done nothing at all.
I kid you not. Like last season, I fell out of love with the sport. I could not give zero shits about these morons. By January, after having seen the results that I've seen, I was like, dude, I cannot be bothered with these guys. This is not good. I am not in the best mental space to deal with this crap. And I somehow checked out. Currently, not in the best place either. But I have optimism that the team are going to do well. Because I'm a fool. I like being hurt repeatedly with this stupid team.
You're a glutton for punishment, dude.
Oh my god, that's a conversation for a whole other podcast. But let's. Oh my god. Let's move on to the relegation battle.
We have a question from Cosmo. Is Varane fit to being for playing matches?
I think 2 weeks, right, or something. 2 weeks more.
Yeah, I think he's not yet fully fit.
2 weeks. 2 weeks or 3 weeks more for Varane to get fit.
Madrid have absolutely pulled United's pants down on that deal. Like absolutely pulled their pants down. They're like, this dude will not play 10 games this season. Here, take 40 million.
I don't think Varane was the problem though. He was still decent.
Yeah, whenever he played, he was good. When he played, he was good. But he's injured.
I don't know. He's been like one of your best defenders whenever he's played.
I am waiting. We play Liverpool in a month. And I think I am waiting for Harry Maguire to press into midfield and then have runners bomb either side of him, and then we concede a goal for the umpteenth fucking time.
But one player that's been consistent last year was actually Lindelof, and nobody's given him credit.
Poor Lindu. Actually feel bad for him.
Yeah, and Ten Hag has finally taught Sanchez how to play on the left or right. Sorry. Left, right.
I mean, I hope right. I think he's playing right. I think Rashford's playing left, and Martial is scoring. I mean, it's a shame that he's not there, but I would not trust a top 4 finish on Anthony Martial at this point. Okay, my rant is over with United. Please take me away from this subject. Let's talk about the relegation battle.
It's actually hard to see what relegation battle will be.
I'm going to go straight up. The 20th position is going to be Bournemouth. They haven't bought anybody. They're buying Neto from Barcelona, I think. But barring that, they look like they're heading straight down. I don't know.
They have the money?
They have the money, but they don't have a lot of money. But I don't know what they're going to end up doing. Next up, we have Fulham. Mitrovic scored 47 goals or 46 goals in the championship last year. If he gets to 6, it will be an achievement.
He wasn't
absolutely
prodigy for 2 seasons ago.
Hey, but
like everyone,
which is
absolutely
in the starting championship bully, dude. But the minute he's in the Premier League, he's quiet.
47 goals in the championship, dude. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, it's just insane.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't expect us to see good old
Yeah.
Alexander Mitrovic back at Fulham. They have got
Yes.
burnt Leno though, but it's just going to be a more fancy-looking dude conceding goals uh, in the back. So I have Fulham at 19th, and this year is the year Leeds go down. I look at Leeds and I think to myself, either Jesse Marsh is going to get sacked very quickly, or they're going to keep with him for way too long, and then it's going to be too late.
But I feel like Jesse Marsh plays pragmatic football. It's not a murder ball that Mr.
Yeah.
Bielsa was playing all the time.
Mm.
So if he's leading by 3-0, which happened a lot to Leeds, he's going to actually pull back and defend. Unlike Bielsa being like, no, dude, score 6-0, screw you. Like,
Why not seven?
yeah, why not 7? And then completely flop the lead and then lose 4-3. Yeah, yeah, that's just what Leeds used to do. But hopefully Jesse Marsh turns it around. And maybe, I don't know, is Bamford back? Is he playing? Is he in shape? All that.
Yeah, we still have no idea what's happening there
Yeah.
with Paddy Bamf. But barring Bamford, what else have we got?
We
Um,
have Daniel James. Dan
oh
James.
yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
They're going straight. They're going straight down. You just told me a player's name
Because even
who's
Rafinha
good.
is out, right? So
Rafinha's gone. I
yeah.
think Jack Harrison is still there, so I don't know. I don't know. I have no zero faith in Leeds staying up. Those who do you have going down, dude?
I also have Bournemouth
Hmm.
as 20th. There's no doubt about Bournemouth. Fulham is like, will they be 17th? Oh, I mean, will they be 18th or 19th? Is the question. Uh, but that 18th spot could almost be anybody. Like, it could even be Everton.
Yeah, when I was gonna actually say
Leeds.
Everton.
It could even be, I don't know, dude, even Wolves could go down if they don't perform well. Like this
But
the confusing.
Traore is back. Adama.
I mean, that guy will take the ball till the goal and miss every time. So there's no point.
No, I think Wolves are probably going to be a little more stubborn. I think there's with Neto also is coming. There, Pedro Neto is coming back from injury, so you never know with how good they'll end up being.
What do you guys think of
Um,
Forest? You don't think
of
Forest goes back?
whom?
Not
Nottingham.
even Forest.
I don't know, dude. I think there are worse teams than Forest in the Premier League, and I actively believe that Leeds are worse than Forest, and I have seen 0 minutes from Forest. I think last year Leeds stayed up only because Burnley was shit, and this year there's no Burnley, so that drop is coming for them, and it's coming for them hard.
So who
Is
should I
You
rank for
have,
those? Everton
uh,
or
what about Norwich though? I think Norwich might go down though.
bro, they already went down.
Oh,
Cloud?
sorry.
No, yeah.
I forgot.
Norwich, Norwich,
And
like
then we have
are
They're the
one season
yo-yo team. I
onwards.
forgot. I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
No, I'll
we
put
have
Forest in there again.
instead of Everton.
No, Bournemouth, Fulham, Forest. Oh, that's a full yo-yo, dude.
Yeah. I don't know how well Forest will do. Um,
I
who do you
I
have, my
have
man?
Leeds, Everton, and Bournemouth. I think
Leeds,
they've
Everton.
Everton have lost a main player for them. I believe.
Oh, in Richarlison, you have Everton going down though. Oh, interesting.
I don't know if Lampard has the firepower in him to take
Yeah,
that
I don't
team
think
to
Lampard has
where
the
they need to
captain.
be.
Cosmo makes two very valid points. Southampton giving him relegation vibes. Yeah, you don't know what Southampton is going to show up. Very, very true.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you
never
don't
know.
know, dude.
You never
Hmm?
They
know.
might be that Southampton that leads the league for 3 weeks in the beginning for no reason.
Yeah.
Or they might be the one relegation battle. Like, they never know what Southampton
Like
plans
you
are.
don't know, like they'll be like suddenly they'll be losing 9-0 to some team, and then they'll go beat Liverpool, and Hasenhuttl will be crying on the pitch, and you're just like, okay, I don't know what happened here. So
Schrodinger's.
And then they'll keep City at bay.
Schrodinger Southampton more like.
Yeah.
Um,
Nottingham
I
staying
don't
up.
know,
Yeah.
dude. Like Southampton have had a long history with sinking ships, and I think they're very much one
Yeah.
of going to be associated. History joke, boys, where we don't just talk about football. My God.
But he's also mentioned that Nottingham is staying up. They have a Lingard
I
in
mean, if
their
anything
squad.
ever depended on Delhi Ali, then they're definitely going down.
Yeah, yeah.
No one should ever, not even his wife, should depend on Delhi Ali.
Wait, isn't he dating Pep's daughter? Isn't that the thing? I don't know.
Is he still? I
I
know he
don't
was,
know.
but
I don't
yeah.
engage in. I only engage. The only football gossip I engage in was Wagatha Christie, because that was like some insane shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and
Dude,
now
she's
that's also over.
worth leaks, dude. That's just insane. Like,
Everyone's team Kohli in here. No. Uh, yeah, so you have Everton and Bournemouth going down because obviously Delhi Ali being
Delhi Ali. Yeah.
the dependable person on that team is not doing anyone any favors. I had them finishing 17th because I don't trust Lampard to keep them going. I think there are far more problems at stake. I don't think they've bought anybody either. So
yeah, because
Delhi
they have
Ali,
FFP, they have FFP
yeah,
problems.
exactly. So yeah, so they're in a whole world of trouble. So that's actually a good shout if they do end up going down. But okay, these are our contenders for the drop.
Yeah.
Golden Boot.
Just another
Let's
comment from Cosmo. Anthony
Mhm.
Gordon looks promising, but and doesn't know how many games Mina will play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Gordon's
also
Gordon
very.
shown promise towards the end of last season as well.
Mhm.
But Everton being Everton, you never know what happens.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the Golden Boot
Golden Boot.
conversation. Who do you boys have?
Salah.
The Mohammed Salahs.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we all agree on this one. Mo Salah definitely Golden Boot contender. I would go so far as to say I think Kane will run him close this season, but
Yeah.
that the fact that he's going to the World Cup and Salah isn't is a big contributing factor to why I think he's going to win the boot. Everyone
Yeah.
says Holland, and I think Holland will score a few goals this year, but I don't. It's okay. You can write it, Akshay. I know Akshay's.
Write it. I
And
feel like
Kane or Haaland.
I was going with Kane actually.
Yeah.
Haaland will be like a hauler, dude, this season. I don't think so.
Actually, I might rethink and say Son.
Yeah, like Heung-min Son is kind of
Actually,
rebirth
yeah.
under Conte. Like, dude, the way Son finished last season was kind of nuts.
But I don't know if he'll have the same season again.
Did you see Spurs play Roma?
Yeah.
It's too funny
What happened?
because
What happened
like
in that game?
they lost 1-0 to Roma, and
Oh.
so and I couldn't help but laugh because Roma played that like a Champions League final. Proper defense, locked it down. It was basically Jose trying to prove a point, which is why I miss him. He's a mad dude, like mad, crazy boy. But I miss him.
Jose is just the best salty bastard, dude.
He's like, I'm going to make you lose this completely irrelevant preseason game so I can rub it in Dennis Levy's face. After all the players he bought, he still sucks. You're-
But hey, dude, speaking of Roma, they've had an insane window, dude.
yeah, they
Like,
got
What they-
Dybala. They
Well,
got
they have Dybala,
Wijnaldum.
yeah.
They got Wijnaldum
yeah.
today. I don't know who else they have.
Oh, just today. Okay.
Hmm. Golden okay, I don't know, dude. I've
I don't know
They got
Sun
a
though,
bunch of
actually.
other players as
I don't
well.
know about Sun being the. I think this is a good game. I don't know
stick
if
with
Sun will
Kane.
have the season
The
he
same
had last year.
season. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
It's probably Kane's time to resurrect and reshine and let the
Boys,
floodgates open.
I just want to know: have you guys watched All or Nothing? It's out today. And
No, no, no.
have have you
No.
seen have you seen the the clip that Preetha's in the chat. Hey Preetha, it's been a while. So so the game before Arsenal played Liverpool, I can't believe this happened. Amazon released these clips, okay, and like the internet is just dying laughing. So Arteta goes around the pitch and puts up speakers, and he says, I'm going to simulate the Liverpool atmosphere that you're going to be playing in. So
Oh, that's
these
what
guys
the
are
whole thing was about.
yeah, these guys are kicking the ball and Never Walk Alone is playing in the back. It looks so bad. It looked so bad. I think he tried to get them to be inspired. Liverpool were the ones who were eventually inspired. They slapped them 4-0 in that game. So, yeah, dude, All or Nothing it's been boring this year because I think Mourinho was such a magnetic figure in the previous season. But there are a few moments here and there that I've had some good fun with.
Yeah, I'm definitely
We
going
seem
to catch up to it and watch.
you okay. So assists, let's go quickly. Kevin De Bruyne. There is nobody else.
Kevin De Bruyne. I hope I've spelled his name correctly.
Cosmo mentions with Tammy scoring, they look like title contenders with Lukaku with joining Inter Milan. I don't know how Lukaku is going to be at Inter Milan a second time around, but Tammy is like
Tammy's
is
killing it.
yeah, he's reborn under Jose.
He's also reborn, yeah. Yeah.
I think the league suits him more than the Prem does. We'll get to Tushar when he eventually does come back. Gold Glove, I'm going Edison. I think for the second season. I don't think he's the best keeper in the league. Allison is the better keeper, but I think he will keep more clean sheets.
I get it.
Yeah, okay.
Sucks. I don't want to be different from you.
No, thanks, Akshay. So let's not waste any more time. I think we'll try and wrap this up quickly. So let's do a Game Week 1 preview. And I think tomorrow, before the deadline closes, we'll do an FPL stream. So then we'll have more time dedicated.
Those quickly, Assist King and Golden Glove.
Assist King, huh? It's got to be KDB, dude. Like, there's no chance there's anyone else in the league.
Yeah, I think we're all going.
What about your Trent or Robertson?
Kevin De Bruyne, dude.
I feel like more than them, even Son has a chance.
Yeah, I think Son will probably be a close second. Golden Glove?
Mendy.
Oh,
I knew
damn.
that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Let's just give it.
Hey, Arvin, why don't you pick your dark horse?
My dark horse?
For the Golden Glove.
My dark horse for the Golden Glove? Jordan Pickford. Let's go.
Should I change it?
Hey, England, Pickford, and whatever.
Yeah, Everton Pickford.
Everton
Are two very two different people. But okay, besides them, we can move on to our game week preview. Crystal Palace versus Arsenal to kick us all off tomorrow night or tomorrow evening for those of you in the UK. Palace Arsenal. What have you got, boys? I don't think Palace have had a great preseason. I think Arsenal will beat them 2-1. You've gone 2-0. Okay.
George?
Yeah, Arsenal 2-0. Just
Liverpool,
scared of Zaha
Fulham.
back. It's okay.
Sorry?
I was just thinking about the Zaha factor.
I think that factor has come and gone.
Uh,
But,
I'm going 2-1.
quick,
Even though you, I
quick.
mean, you have to note that they did beat them 3-0 at home last year. But I just
But that
don't
was
think
last year Arsenal, and this is this year's
yeah,
Arsenal.
this Arsenal. So I think
Yeah.
Arsenal have get off to a flying start.
Yeah.
Fulham
Just
versus
before we move
Liverpool.
on, we have a comment and a question rather. What are the rewards for these? Have, for our
Not yet.
prediction?
I think we'll discuss that at the end of the
Yeah.
predictive lineup predictions. So we don't know yet. It could be anything.
Yeah. True.
Okay, so Fulham versus Liverpool. I mean, please let us know in the comments what you'd like, what would make sense to give as rewards. I think that probably be a better way of.
Oh yeah. Let the
Yeah,
audience
they're
decide.
all part of the league, dude. The FPL league.
Yeah.
So
Let the
I
audience
we won
decide.
our league last year.
Yeah. Who won the league last year?
I think Sid won it
Anyway,
Okay.
we'll get to that
later. Yeah, we get
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Tomorrow, join us for. I think we'll all put together an FPL's team tomorrow. So join us for that one. Fulham versus Liverpool. I'm going. I'm going 2-0 to Liverpool. Like a standard, fairly breezy start.
I think 3-0. Or maybe 1-3 rather.
That makes sense. That was what I was going to go with, but that's better.
I'll go 3-0. Liverpool.
Oh, he's going 3-0 Liverpool.
Sorry?
3-0 Liverpool.
3-0. But Liverpool have always been known for high scoring first games.
That they have been. That's why we're all captaining Salah, aren't we? So we don't. Uh, so yeah, we don't know, but let's keep them at a 2-0 for now. Bournemouth and Villa. Now Bournemouth and Villa. Bournemouth, I think, will get their first win of the season.
Villa?
I think they're back in the Prem. I think they're going to win this 2-1.
Who's Bournemouth striker?
I have no idea. I know zero people from the Bournemouth team.
Oh,
I
sorry.
have them 2-1. Why do you have
Yeah.
them 2-1?
I think Villa are gonna take this 2-0.
I think 2-1 Villa. Because Coutinho.
Oh, Dominic Solanke is their striker, and they came up with him. Interesting. I don't know. If Solanke can make that jump up to the Premier League. Leeds Wolves. Wolves are winning this. 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah. Actually, no. Wolves don't score at all. Wolves are winning this 2-0. I'm sorry. I forgot what Wolves this is.
Wolves.
Wolves.
It's gonna be a 0-0 draw.
Oh, okay.
I feel like 1-0 Wolves.
That is probably the more realistic score. We should wait for this guy to make his predictions, then make our predictions, dude. He always gets them right. What a guy. Oh, yeah. Then surprise package of this season. I don't know how these guys are going to turn out. Newcastle taking on Forest. Newcastle, I think, will beat them comfortably. 2-0.
What do you have?
1-0, dude. St. James Park. 1-0.
I think 1-1.
Nice.
I think they'll have that. I think they'll score first and then just back in the Premier League, that whole, and then they'll give up, concede.
Yeah, we don't know that either. So, Tottenham, Southampton.
Southampton.
I think Southampton might beat them for all you know. It'll be really funny. But I think Spurs win this. I think Spurs win this 3-2.
I have them 2-0.
I think 2-1
2-1 to Spurs.
to Spurs. Yeah.
Everton Chelsea. Uh, 1-0 Everton.
Everton. Oh.
I don't. I feel it. I feel something's coming for Chelsea.
Why did you put 1-0 for me, dude?
Oh, my bad. I don't know what I'm doing today.
Akshay hasn't done this in a while. Clearly.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a couple of months.
Usually he's a lot sharper. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, 1-0 Everton. I think it's going to be a 0-0 draw.
Yeah. Okay. And Tushwin?
1-0 Chelsea.
1-0 to the Chelsea. Leicester Brentford. At home, Kasper Schmeichel is gone. Who is the Leicester keeper now? I'm not quite sure.
Heinz
There's
Ward.
Ward and Iverson.
Heinz Ward.
Ward
I don't know who
and
he is.
Iverson. This is his name, I think. What's his name?
Heinz Ward, no, I think. No. Oh, never mind. That's a different guy.
No, there's two keepers, right? Ward and Iverson.
I have no idea. Losing Kasper Schmeichel to Nice of all places is damn weird. Now Leicester, I think Leicester have enough in the tank to come out comfortable winners. Harvey Barnes, who Newcastle want. James Maddison, who Newcastle want. I think they're all. I think Harvey Barnes is fit for this, and he's a great option also for FPL. 2-0 winners Leicester.
Leicester.
I don't know who Brentford has now. They've lost
I have
Christian
no
Eriksen.
idea what is a Brentford right now.
They have Ivan Toney.
Sergi Canos. They have the same team that started last season. I don't know who they've added in. I'm not paying attention.
Last year also everyone's like Ivan Toney will kill it.
I mean, he had an okay season. He wouldn't you expected the same.
He was injured also, no, in between.
Yeah, he was injured for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Leicester Brentford.
I think Leicester will win this quite comfortably.
That's not comfortable. That's quite nervy. 2-1.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think Leicester 2-0.
Cosmo from the chat said that Brendan Rodgers said that Ward will be their number one. So Ward is their number one.
Yes.
Yeah, what is the number one, I think? Yeah.
Okay, United Brighton. 2-0 United.
Last season.
I think United. I think Brighton start off slow. I don't think we'll get full force Brighton at the beginning. They've lost a fair few players. They've unearthed some gems also, but.
Tariq Lamptey factor.
Yeah, I think this season we might. I mean, this game we might see Bruno play false nine. I think that's going to happen. Bruno playing false nine, and he'll flood the midfield. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. So if you have Bruno on your team,
Bruno Fernandes will have a good season.
Yeah, I think this season Ten Hag will be like, bro, control. Like he's going to change his name to Uday so he can control. So,
I mean,
I have all the jokes.
Yes.
This is how I'm going to make my career.
Or he might pull an Unam Thakre and lose control. So who knows?
That is also
lose control.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, oh, now we all three of us came with jokes. Great.
But yeah, I'm going with Cosmo. If Ronaldo plays hat-trick, 3-0.
What do you think, dude? King doesn't play on Sunday, dude.
King is not playing, bro.
Yeah, the King sits on the bench on Sunday. That's all.
Yeah, King is sitting on the bench. King is not fit. King
Yeah.
ran around begging
but
clubs to
we'll
buy
still
him.
win 3-0.
3-0 is what you're saying. Interesting.
I
No
think
Ronaldo.
I think 2-0 United.
Have faith in our team, bro.
Have faith.
To start the season, and then we'll see
Yeah.
how it goes
Ten
from
Hag.
there.
City. Now this is they've got
There.
West Ham have got Scaramucci. Is that his name? The
Hey,
striker.
what
The
did
Italian
Wham
striker?
finish last season? What position did Wham finish?
Wams. They finished, I think, seventh. They finished a position below United.
Oh. Oh, so they are also Europa.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah, they Europe. They made it.
they're chasing Broha. I don't know if they're going to get him. I know he's like Moyes' primary target. I don't. Is Broha starting for Chelsea? I'm not quite sure anymore.
sorry? No, he's not. He's
Uh,
not.
he's not Armando Broha. Okay, no, he's actually a
Broha.
good striker. Going and then Chelsea are going up to Sheshko too, which makes zero sense because Broha is like literally there. West Ham City. West Ham will give them a game. I am going
Yeah, West Ham
West
is in
Ham back.
the Conference League.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to go for a West Ham win in this one. 2-1 West Ham. That's me, Akshay.
Ah,
Hey, City, dude. City have to win their opening game to announce Haaland.
They lost it last year to Spurs, right? Remember? And they still won the league. So.
Spurs is still like Conte is
That was,
like big.
that was Nuno Spurs that they lost it to. We keep forgetting he was there.
you know Spurs. All right.
I think
West
it's
Ham at
City.
home is
City 3-0.
City 3-0. Interesting.
They've been tricky at West Ham always.
Yeah, West Ham is always a tricky fixture. Even last season, they dropped points. They almost lost the league because of the points they dropped at West Ham.
It'll be a 2-2 draw.
Okay, high scoring 2-2 draw. A fun game for us all. Okay, that is our predictions. Our predictions for this, and that is the end of our stream. You can expect us to be back on Monday or like Tuesday when the fixtures conclude for another
And
roundup.
tomorrow for a quick FPL episode.
Tomorrow we'll be there for a quick FPL episode, probably an hour before deadline or just about an hour and a half as we put together our teams. So yeah, join us then. This episode will be out in the next hour on Spotify and wherever if you want to listen back to it again. And we'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Thanks for coming, boys. We're happy to be back.
Yeah,
We're doing our thing. The
you-
unedited.
Hey,
Yeah.
Akshay,
Peter
can
wants
you
a
put
link.
the
We'll
FPL?
post it on our Instagram, so you can get it from there.
No, just what the link to our league.
Yeah.
Were they part of our league last year? Because the leagues have all been renewed.
Oh, you renewed it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
post it.
then you should. We'll post it anyways on our.
Yeah, we'll post it anyway. Yeah. What if it doesn't make? Okay, boys, that is it. That is us. We're happy to be back for the new season. Hopefully, we're a lot more consistent this year than we were the last.
Yeah.
So that's all.
I have a feeling it's very United dependent. So, for the sake of the podcast, I hope United do well.
United,
let's make a conscious effort to see to do it.
No, I plan to correct that. I at least plan to make sure there are two people on here.
Even if it's because if United shit, that should be even more reason
at least
to come
there
back.
should be an Arsenal fan here yelling at us if we're terrible, or if someone or the other should be sitting and poking fun at us.
Yeah.
We'll find whoever it is. We'll see you on next week's episode. Take care, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Take care. Cheers.